Just when you think the whole Johnny Salami situation couldn't get any worse, we actually have an update to the last video I made on him about 2 days ago. This guy's just getting worse over time. He's breaking records right and left, just speedrunning his pathetic, sad life. I don't only want to talk about Johnny Salami, I also want to talk about this other kick streamer who is literally doing the same thing Johnny is doing. And I talked about this on my Johnny Salami video. This guy who goes by Joshua Block, World of T-Shirts.
Turning Japanese, I think I'm turning Japanese, I really think so.
This guy was also in Japan literally a few days ago and was doing horrible stuff. On my last video, I believe I only showed one example, but there's so many to go over. And if I could make one bold prediction, I think this is going to make Japan close its borders to stop these influencers from coming here and messing with their people, messing with their country. And you know what? I will not blame them if they close their borders and they don't let foreigners in. It wouldn't be fair to the rest of us who love Japan and who are very polite when we go. And it sucks that, you know, 2 or 3, 4 douchebags are ruining for the rest of us, but that's the only way these people are going to learn. Before we get into both Johnny and World of T-Shirts, I want to mention this very briefly. Literally today, this article came out. Cake streamers attacked by Japanese locals brandishing glass bottles. Now, long story short, because I am going to make a full long dedicated video, a well-edited video talking about, you know, all these influencers who are destroying Japan. That should be coming out in a few days, so I really don't want to give, you know, everything away. There's this and a lot more. But long story short, these cake streamers, according to the community notes, the reason why these people were getting attacked in the first place was because they were sexually harassing a bar girl and they got chased down by angry locals for the harassment. It wasn't just Japanese people being like, oh, look at these foreigners, let's attack them. No, these people allegedly sexually harassing a girl at a bar, and then they got chased down, and then they want to play the victim like, oh, we were not doing anything, we were cool, we were chilling, these crazy Japanese people came at us. No, that is not what happened as far as I know, and if I'm wrong, I'll correct it. But it's like, what are you guys doing? Cake is disgusting, and Cake is a platform that should be shut down. That's a platform for losers. All right, I gotta keep it real. But anyways, getting back to the subject matter, this came out today. South Korea responds to Johnny Salami's YouTube resurgence with fresh charges. So on my last video, the thumbnail alone tells you what you need to know. I mean, it's a good video, you should still go watch it. But long story short, since he's stuck in Korea and has been for the last 2 to 3 months, he was threatening to destroy Japan. Just your typical Johnny Somali video, you know what I mean? Throwing slurs, being racist, being disrespectful. So the usual Johnny Salami video. We all knew that Johnny Salami was maybe not the brightest person, but somehow he reaches a new low when it comes to stupidity. South Korea slapped him with another charge ahead of his upcoming trial, which is in March. According to the YouTube lawyer Legal Mindset, who's been actively covering the situation, the notice was reportedly sent to the residence of his streamer friend, this guy, another controversial figure in the community. Legal Mindset said that this charge is a second count of Minor Crimes Act. After his first charge, the lawyer told the Externo that although the punishment for this offense will likely be nothing more than a fine if convicted, this addition makes his alleged crimes look even worse overall. And hey, who am I to question a lawyer? Am I right? So it's this along with all the other stuff he did in Korea. Why does he keep doing this? Does he hate himself that much? Is he that sad of a person? Like, imagine your whole existence is just harassing people in different countries because you have nothing to do and you think this is cool and this is epic. Even if he manages to get away from Korea and goes back to his home in America or goes back to Japan, it's like, don't you think it's a matter of time before someone, you know, does something? Like, how can someone hate themselves that much? It's just so fucking sad and pathetic. And I don't even feel bad for him. It's just like such a waste of time. And Johnny Somali is the perfect definition of a wasted human life. I'm pretty sure if someone killed him, literally no one would care. Maybe his mom, but even then she'll probably be like, thank God he's finally gone. I was so fucking sick of him. The other accusations against him are far more serious and could result in significant jail time. I swear to God, if one day I wake up and I get a DM and it's someone lovely and they're like, yo, Johnny Salami just got 5 years in prison, I think that's the day I am finally happy. I'll be like, I've been waiting for this for so long. Thank you, God. Thank you for listening to me. So far, he's been accused of violating anti-terrorism laws, threatening to sexually assault female streamers, drug use, creating AI deepfakes of other creators, violating the Railroad Act, and even spreading North Korea propaganda. Honestly, give him the electric chair. Some people are like, well, that's too harsh, Oscar. People shouldn't be given the electric chair. That's inhumane. My response to that is, We do not care. We do not care one bit. I truly do think the world will be a much peaceful and better place if people like Johnny Somali are no longer here, if you catch my drift. And I had no idea this was an actual thing. Johnny Salami allegedly threatened sexual assault against female streamer and deleted VOD. I mean, are we really surprised by this? Come on, this is probably the most tame thing he's done. And I don't even think I could play the video. That shit would get my video demonetized immediately. Long story short, there's this Twitch streamer and he says something along the lines of, I know individuals who will R-word you. And I believe at some point he also says that he's going to do it. And I cannot show that, but if you guys want to, this is the article. They include the clip. It's just something I wanted to mention since I never talked about it. Now, do you guys remember at the start that I mentioned this guy who goes by World of T-Shirts, Joshua Block? Well, this guy, I'm not too familiar with. I gotta keep it real with you guys. I've seen some people say that he's mentally challenged and there's people who are taking advantage of him. I have no idea who is funding this guy, along with Johnny Somali and all the other freaks. And this guy has been around for a minute. I believe Pyro was making a few videos on him, and other content creators, of course. So this is how everything started. A few days ago, he went to Japan, and this is how excited he was. No, I did not add the music. That was just a video. And as soon as he got there, he was already causing chaos and just being a horrible, disgusting person. So we have this clip.
Hey, you can't say that!
So what?
Oh! I'm gonna fucking kill you!
Whoa!
Now, I believe the context behind this is someone told him put the fries in the bag, and apparently that's triggering to him or something like that. The people that I'm upset at is the people who are behind the camera, the little group of 4, 5, 6 individuals who surround this guy who goes by Joshua Block, who are constantly pushing him to do this, who are laughing at him. They're not your friends, dude. They're just using you for clout and money. It's disgusting to me that they're taking advantage of someone like this. And I'm not saying that Joshua is, innocent. I think someone should definitely punch him. I'm never beating the ableism allegations. Oh, you say retard and then you want someone to beat up an autistic person? Yes. And what are you going to do about it? The person says, in Japan, assault charges are minimum 2 years without a cause of injury. I don't think he's going to get any time. All right. I don't know why Japan isn't being strict enough with these fucking annoying influencers. They need to kick all of them out. Like, send them home. Send them back to their country. I am upset at Josh, but I'm even more upset at the people behind the scenes who are constantly encouraging this. They're like, yo, you should do this. They're constantly pissing him off. They're constantly baiting him. It's like, first of all, where's this kid's fucking family? Second of all, is there really no one that could put a stop to this and be like, yo, let's just wrap it up. I get it. It's funny, I guess, watching an autistic person punch other people. What are we doing here? Like, anyone that supports this guy's behavior is interesting person, to say the least. Think about this for a second. You have the privilege to go to Japan, right? You fly for what, 13, 14 hours to get there. And this is what you're doing? This is how you're behaving and acting? It's fucking sad. I hate each and every single one of these content creators. They should all be banned. They shouldn't have a platform and they should be kicked out from the country. It's beyond embarrassing. Out of all the things you can do in Japan, this is what you decide to do. This is what you're doing with your time there. Then this happened. Joshua screams, I can't breathe, down the streets of Japan as a citizen's arrest is being conducted on him. This is the same day that he was punching those people, if I'm not mistaken.
I can't breathe! I can't breathe!
This is just fucking embarrassing. And I don't even live in Japan. I visited. I was there for a few weeks and I loved it. I'm sure you guys are sick of me saying this every time there's something Japan related, but it is the truth. It's literally the best country I've ever been to. And I know that me plays here, plays in Japan. Yeah, I'm aware of that, okay? I get it. Me comprendo. But I've been to Europe, I've been to Canada, US, Mexico. I've been very lucky to go and visit and stay at these very amazing countries. But Japan is just the best, all right? And anyone that goes there will tell you that. Clean, peaceful, safe, and just quiet. I'm someone that likes quiet. I will not survive in New York. I'll just put it that way. Everything just works. It's an amazing country. Is it perfect? No, but tell me, which country is perfect? And seeing this, is embarrassing as a foreigner who genuinely wants to go back for at least a month or two. They're really doing us dirty, us foreigners and us content creators. Not every single person that wants to visit Japan is this fucking obnoxious. Not every single person that's a content creator is this obnoxious. And I hate that this is happening. And I hate that this is something that more people are doing. As we saw just right now, the new content creators on Kick who were sexually harassing a woman. It's just like, man, it's embarrassing. And when I'm in Japan, I'm never telling anyone that I'm a content creator. Oh, I work a 9 to 5. Oh, you know what? I edit for Mr. Beast. That's gonna be my line. No, I'm not a YouTuber. I don't even know what YouTube is. I just edit for Mr. Beast. He's like really big on Amazon. Yeah, it's embarrassing. And sometimes I am conflicted when I make these type of videos because it's like I don't want to give these people any more attention. But then at the same time, it's stuff that needs to be called out. And on top of that, there's bigger content creators who are making videos on these people. So it's like, it's complicated. It's not like I come on here and I'm like, oh, I can't wait to see what other content creators ruining Japan. No. But I do think it's something that needs to be called out and talked about, even though I don't want to give these people any attention. And it's not like I'm out here having the greatest time making this. It's just painful to watch. I'm gonna keep it real. It's painful. It's awkward. It's not funny. It's not our usual type of content where we're just like pointing and laughing at idiots and making jokes and that kind of shit. This is just low-key kind of tough to watch. And once again, it's embarrassing to see. It's like, yo, you should probably be taken out. Joshua sprays people with beer and screams that he makes 400K a year. If he's making 400K a year, I'm making 20 million per year. You know, that's how realistic that is.
Hey! I make 4 grand a year! I make 400 grand a year! I make 400 grand a fucking year, bitch!
Yeah, I don't know. Joshua really destroying America's reputation across the world by the... I'm sure a lot of Japanese people are going to be like, holy shit, these Americans, they're horrible. They're the worst. And it's like, not every American is this loud and obnoxious. Then a day later, he decided to start kicking Japanese people for no reason.
Put the fries in the bag! Oh, what the fuck?
Kick me! Josh! Yeah, try me! I live in the Bronx, I'll rough you up!
I don't even have a joke for that. Maybe a few years ago, I would have been like, yeah, if this fucking retard came and kicked me, I would have punched him and knocked him down. But I don't know. It's someone who's clearly not all there. Someone who's clearly being bothered by the people recording this so they could get a viral clip on Twitter. It's just people messing with him and, you know, put the fries in the bag. Apparently, that's like his triggered word. He really gets upset by that. Honestly, fuck the people who are his quote-unquote friends, anyone that's around Josh, and they're not doing anything to help him out. You are a horrible person, and I hope you die. As for Josh, like, I don't know. If I was just chilling, right? And some random fucking person kicks me, yeah, I'm kicking you back. I don't care if you're autistic. Okay. Oh my god. Yeah, the ableism allegations are real here. Breaking news. Sensitive Society wants to kick and beat up autistic individuals. Oh yeah, I almost forgot about this one.
You immigrant fuck!
Alright, 2 things here, Mr. Joshua, and to the posse of retards around him. You don't open the doors or close the doors in the Japanese taxi, alright? The taxi driver is the one that controls it. And do I sound like the nerd emoji? Yes, but you could actually damage the door. It feels like he's slamming it, right? And the driver's like, what the fuck is up with these gringos? It's like, Unc, I'm with you on that. See, guys, this is why you wear condoms. This is why you wear protection. You don't want your kid to be like this. Or more specifically, you don't want your kids to be the yes man leeching off this guy for clout. The little losers hiding behind the camera who are like, yo, put the fries in the bag, yo, LOL. Now, eventually the cops came. They were talking to him. No, he did not get any jail time. He's back to America, and after using Japan as his playground. And this is another thing that he did.
This damn country, fuck Japan! I'll fucking murder you! I ain't 4 fucking years! I'll kill you! This damn country, I wanna go home to Italy! You fuck! I don't get paid for you!
If I was in this situation and I was just by myself and I see that this clearly unstable guy is threatening to murder me or my girlfriend, that's a whole different thing. I do think I would punch him or something. I don't know. Is that evil to say? No, I'm just defending myself. I don't know if this fucking insane guy has a knife. Yes, you're gonna get, yes, that is sensitive society saying he will beat up an autistic person.
What did I do?
Where did he go?
Do you guys notice how quiet the streets are? And in real life, it's like that as well. And I am the biggest Japan simp of all time. But it's just such a quiet place. Of course, depends the area and the time of course, duh. As you guys can see, the only person who's out here being loud and obnoxious is the tourist, which is Joshua Block.
Oh, do you think you're going to be allowed back in Japan?
Yeah, because they didn't run my name.
Oh, they never knew who you were?
They didn't check my ID.
Murmur on the wall, who's the greatest live streamer of all? You are, Jason! Ha!
Yo, who is this 65-year-old man hanging out with a 20-year-old Joshua Block? Not even Ugg. Whose fucking grandpa is this? I hate everything about the kick community. I don't know what to say at this point. It's embarrassing that there's a lot of content creators who see Japan as this playground when it's not. And I'm very confident when I say this. Japan has the nicest people I've ever met. They're much nicer than, well, any other country I've ever mentioned. So I'll just leave it at that. I don't know. It sucks to see. And of course, I'm upset that Josh is doing this. But I kind of understand. And that's why I didn't really go as hard on him. I understand he has a condition, but people like Johnny Somali, there's no excuse for that. And now that I think about it, being autistic is also not an excuse to act like this. I believe this guy right here, the 60-year-old grandpa, got Joshua hooked on alcohol. Don't quote me on that. I believe that's in one of Pyrocynical's videos about him. He's made a few. So I feel for him, but people like Johnny Somali and these other kick streamers who know exactly what they're doing, it's disgusting. I'm upset by it. Once again, it's not like I'm here, with a smile on my face, eating hot Cheetos, making these videos. The ones about kick streamers going around and fucking with people, they're not as fun to make, but I think they're important to make, to bring awareness to these douchebags who honestly need to be stopped. And the world will be a much better place if kick shut down, now. With that said, what do you guys think of the situation? Let me know in the comments below. Before you go, make sure you drop a like and subscribe to the channel. And with that said, I'll see you next time. All right, peace out.